Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in and welcome to my crafting world. My name is Anna. So I saw these cute little flat pens. I believe that's what they're calling them, flat pens. I saw, who did I see? Um, I don't remember who I saw, but I'll look for her video and link it in the description box. Excuse me. So anyway, they are so easy to make. They're quick and there is no leftover paper. You have no scraps left over. So anyway, I've made 3 of them and I'll make one here with you guys after I show you these 3. So this one, and I just packaged them up, you know, just to look cute. So see how thin they are? They are thin. So I just added a little button. I cut the shank off the back of the button. And attached it to the top, and that is the pin. And then this one, oh, I think this is my favorite. I just added a flower on the top of this one. That one came from Hobby Lobby. Washi on the sides. The paper, I don't remember the paper collection, but I'm pretty sure I got it at Hobby Lobby. So there's the pin. It's really cute. I just love flat pens. I've seen the plastic ones that they sell like in souvenir shops, but yeah, this one you can put in your journal, you can put it in your planner, and it sits flat in your book, so it doesn't bulk it up at all. So on this one you can actually see the little paper clip. That's how they stay on your inside your binder. So I just added a black bow with a bling on there, and that is so cute. I just love these. I think they came out pretty cute. So anyway, let me show you what you need. You need 1 strip of paper. This is a 1 inch wide and 12-inch long. That's it, 1 strip of paper. So you don't actually even need a cutter. You can just measure it out yourself. You could, you know, take a strip. This is actually a strip that I had left over from a project. You could actually just measure it. Sorry. You could measure 1 inch. You can measure 1 inch all the way across and cut it out with your scissors. That's it. So anyway, so you need 1 strip of paper that is 1 inch by 12 inches. You need a pen. And let me show you. The pen that you're going to need has to be flat all the way around. I mean, how many pens don't we have that we get from, you know, that are promotional pens? And that's where this one comes from this promotional pen. And this is the flat one. Let me show you why. Let me grab a pen. Let me show you why you can't use this kind of pen. Because these pens, even if you were to take it out, they have this round piece right here, and that won't allow your pen to sit flat. So that is why you need a pen that's flat all the way around. For the other pens, I did use the Pentel pens. These are one of my favorite pens. And those are easy to, you know, just unscrew it and take out. So the other ones have this kind of pin in it. This one has this one, but it also writes really nice. So, okay. So you need your strip of paper. You need your pen. You need some 1 inch tape. Now in the tutorial that I saw, she used the tear tape, and I don't have tear tape. But after using this tape, I like the sturdiness of the pen once it's finished. So I think I'll continue to use this tape. And then for added measure, you need some, and again, she used the tear tape, but I don't have any. So I used the permanent double-sided tape from Scotch. So you're going to need this kind of tape as well. I think you can do without it, but I'm one of those that I need that extra security. And some E6000, just a little bit. and scissors. And that's it. Okay, guys, let's get started with this. Very first thing you do is to take your strip of paper, and this one I just ink the edges just so you know to give it some some interest. So you're going to fold your 1-inch strip of paper in half and burnish it. Okay, so this is essentially going to be the outside of your pen. So you determine which one is going to be your front, which one you're going to be your back if you have a preference. I think I'm going to choose this one for the front. No, I think I'm going to go with this one because it's got a little more color in it. And yeah, so what you do, you open it back up, and then you take your 1-inch tape and you glue it to the bottom side. This is my top. I don't know. Actually, I think I'm going to use this side just because the butterflies are flying down and I kind of want all of them up. So I'm going to open it up. This is going to be my back side. So I take my tape and carefully put it on there as straight as you can. And I can't see very well because of the cameras in front of me or my phone. And you put it down. Try to put it down all the way straight. So it is important to get your strip of paper straight. That is important. It's not impossible to work with if it isn't, but it is fairly important. And then you cut your strip of tape right along the bottom. Okay, so that's all you need this tape for. So I'm looking at this, and if you can tell, there's a tiny bit hanging over the side. I'm going to trim that off because once it's in a book, I don't want it to stick to the pages. Okay. And with the tear tape, if it goes over the edges, you can just fold it in. You wouldn't have to trim it. Okay, so I'm happy with that for the moment. Okay, so turn it around and make sure it goes down really well. Sorry, that's going to make the camera shake. It has to be down really well, and you can kind of see when it goes down. You can kind of see that. Okay, now for the next thing you do, you're going to take your double-sided tape and you're going to put a strip of tape along the front, and that is for when you close it, the front of or what's facing up on the pen will actually get adhered down as well. So this will stick to your top piece. So you just need a piece right in the center. And I just guesstimated. Just put that along the center. And if you want to, you can put another piece on there, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the top, or take the lining off your tape. That looks like it adhered very well. And then you're going to take your pen and center it the best that you can. And there's my pen. Okay. There's my pen. Try to put it down so it won't move. Okay. So now I don't have paper clips. I don't have a lot of paper clips, but I didn't have one that kind of, went with the colors on this paper. So I'm just going to use just a silver one. And I am going to put it right about here. So just put it in there. So your paper clip does stick out just a little bit. I mean, you can cut your paper probably 1 1/16 or 1/8. Let me see. Yeah, you can cut it at like 1 1/8. Just so it'll hang over a little bit. The only reason I didn't do that was because I don't want there not to be tape along the edge. I want the tape to go all the way to the edge. That's why I didn't cut it any bigger. So, okay. So, we are going to be putting this in our journals or whatever. So I want to make sure that the paper clip is not going to move on me. Let's see if I can straighten that out. Yeah, the paper clip is down. I'm going to straighten it out just a little so that it's straight on the back. My OCD doesn't let it not be straight on the back. Okay. So, yeah, it's going to have to do. Okay, so we have that, and we're going to take just a tiny bit of E6000 and just put it along this right here, just so it doesn't, you know, move or anything. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it to seep out. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do, see, I don't know if you can see the E6000 on there, is you're going to take your top and you're going to start to close. Don't let it go all the way down because it will stick. Make sure your alignment is there on the edge. So it'll stick edge to edge. Gently put it down. Okay, we're getting to the pin. I can feel the pin already. So this is where I kind of want it to stick. This is where your top tape comes in. Okay, and we've got it, and I went a little bit crooked. I'll have to trim that a little bit. So go ahead and start pressing it down so that it can stick together, and make sure this part is in, that it is stuck together, like right there. I'm sorry, I was off frame, but right there, just make sure that everything is sticking to your pen. And I took my bone folder and just went down on the paper, not too much because I don't want it to crease a whole lot, just enough to actually adhere the top. And yeah, like I said, that tape just makes it really sturdy, because I mean, if you're going to be writing with it, you know, you're going to need something pretty sturdy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip off. Let me use my small scissors. I'm going to just trim this down just a little. Okay. It's a little hard to trim down just because it is kind of stiff here. Okay, so this is going to have to do for now. All right, guys. All right, so I'm good. I feel okay. This one it's not sticky, so I'm good with that. Okay, guys. So this is essentially your pen. Well, we need to make this little point to make it easier when you're writing. So this point, let me see. This one I believe was at 1 inch from the tip, pretty much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my ruler. I need a pencil. Here we go. And I am going to mark on the 1 inch mark right here. So I'm going to cut from this point down to the point of the pen. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to flip it over just so I know where my mark is, because I won't be able to see it from the other side. So this is 1 inch right here. So I take my scissors and I start right there, right where I put my mark, being careful with the tip of the pen. I am going to cut down this, down, there we go. Flip it over and find my mark, and then again, clip that. So actually at this point, I'm going to have to, you know, go ahead and distress those edges, and I'm going to do that right now just so it'll be even, because my OCD will not let me continue unless that gets done. I'm just taking this little ink pad. These are from Michaels. And I'm good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so the back. I need to do the back. Okay. All right, so I'm good with that. Now we need to decorate the top. And my top is going to be this really cute butterfly. I had gotten this, I believe, at Hobby Lobby during their clearance. So, and it was a brad. So all I did was I took you know, some little pliers. These are the round pliers, and I just took the brad off. So I'm going to take some E6000. I'm going to have to see where do I want this. And I thought about rounding these corners, but I dropped my corner rounder, and yeah, it's not working anymore. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'm going to do the top just to cover those corners. Just enough to cover the corners. And again, see how you'll be able to see the little paper clip. If that bothers you, you can, you know, you won't see the back one once it's in use, but the front one, I don't think there's much we can do about that. So I'm going to take some E6000 and I am going to put it on the bottom half of my little butterfly here. And again, not too much because I don't want it to seep, but I want it to stick on there. And spread it a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm not in frame. Sorry, I had to see what I was doing. Okay, guys, and that is it. That is that's your pen. We're done. So actually, we need to let this dry, and I am going to take a binder, and I am going to put it on there just so it doesn't move. Make sure it was straight. Yep. And that is going to dry, and it will be done, guys. There you go. And these are my other pens. These are so much fun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give these away. So there's everybody can win. Anyone can win this. First of all, you have to like the video. You have to be a subscriber, and you have to leave me a comment. It has to be a nice comment, but it has to be a comment. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this open. Let me look at the calendar. I should have that ready. I am going to leave that open until March the 6th. Let me write that down. March the 6th. Okay, I will give this away, and you will get all the pens. On March the 6th, I will give away all the pens. The last one will also be packaged like this. And for the packaging, guys, this is a one of those little treat bags that I got at Walmart, like for, I don't remember if they're like for the long lollipops or whatever it is. But all I did was just cut a solid piece of paper. I distressed it a little bit just because packaging is to me, very important. I don't always do well, but it's important. So I did distress the edges a little bit. I cut just a paper to make a topper, put a little flower on there, and just, for presentation's sake. So I will package this one as well, and I will send it off as soon as the winner makes contact with me and sends me their address. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you'll like, subscribe, I would appreciate that. Talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great day.